Welcome viewers. In today's lecture, we are going to study the introduction to analog electronics. The word electronics comprises electrical circuits, electronic components, or a combination of both. Hence, they can be classified into two types: analog electronics and digital electronics. In this lecture, we will primarily focus briefly on analog electronics. Before we delve right into analog electronics, let us first analyze the word analog to gain a better knowledge of the same. Have you ever wondered what is the type of signal that you and your friend talk in? Well, it's an analog signal. The word analog means continuous and real. The words we speak daily to one another is continuous and real in nature. Now let us get a brief idea about analog signals. Any continuous signal is an analog signal where the time-varying feature of the signal is represented with respect to other time-varying quantity. For example, in case of an analog audio signal, the instantaneous voltage of the signal varies continuously with the pressure of the sound waves. Analog signals require a medium to pass. This means when you and your friend are talking, the signals passes through air before reaching to each other's ears, which acts as receivers. We can easily detect if a signal graph is analog or digital in nature. The former is smoother than the latter, where the latter is edge and is plotted in form of stepping squares. Now let us discuss analog electronics. Analog electronics. Analog electronics are those electronic systems with continuously variable signal. This is different from digital electronics, which only take two values in terms binary value, that is logic 0 and logic 1. Analog electronics are used mainly in radio and audio equipments along with various other applications where signals are converted to digital signals for storage and processing. Analog circuits require a complex combination and circuitry of op-amps, resistors, capacitors, and other basic electronic devices. These circuits are meant to perform the following tasks: attenuation, amplification, modification, distortion of signal, conversion of the original signal to digital signal, and vice versa. The main drawback of these circuits are that it is difficult to design and require a lot of precision compared to digital circuits. Hence, modern-day circuits are rarely entirely analog. These days, analog circuitry may use a digital or microprocessor technique to improve the performance of the circuits, just like the analog digital watch around your wrist. The two types of analog circuits are active circuits. These circuits consume electrical power. Passive circuits. These circuits do not consume any electrical power. Now, you must be thinking, why is analog electronics required? Filtering signals. When we are dealing with continuous signals, we know that it may contain noise and unnecessary frequency component that is of no human use. Hence, we require an analog filter to remove these unwanted signals. Compared to digital filters, it is easier to construct and is cost-friendly. High power. Although digital measurements and control is efficient for high-power systems, a digital signal switching ranging from 0 to 400 volts might not be efficient for the same. On the other hand, the continuous power delivery in the AC and DC systems requires analog components as they are more durable in nature. Before AD and after DA, hybrid systems require both AD as well as DA converters. But we know, as per the Nyquist theorem, Fs is equal to 2Fm. That is, the sampling frequency must be twice of the highest frequency component in the signal. Due to this, any signal which is unwanted might be included in the original signal, which will be filtered so as to remove the noise after sampling. This filtering is done using analog filters. Once AD conversion is done, the DA conversion is done with analog components and circuitry. Sensors. Sensors are actually used to convert the real-world analog signals that can be recognized by the computer. Often, the information is not readily available in the real world. Rather, the sensors first construct an analog signal and later convert it into digital signals. Let us now look at the difference between analog electronics and digital electronics. Factors. Translation of information. The analog electronics translates information into electric pulses of the varying amplitude, whereas the digital electronics translates information into a binary format of 0 and 1. Analog electronic waves are denoted by sine waves. Digital electronic waves are denoted by square waves. In analog electronics, the analog signal is continuous signal representation by physical measurements. In digital electronics, the digital signal is discrete signal representation generated by digital modulation. In analog electronics, the data transmission is subjected to deterioration by noise. In digital electronics, the data transmission of noise is immune. In analog electronics, it consumes less bandwidth. In digital electronics, it consumes more bandwidth. In analog electronics, the memory is stored in form of wave signal. In digital electronics, the memory is stored in form of binary bit. In analog electronics, it draws large amount of power. In digital electronics, it draws negligible power. The impedance for analog electronics is low. The impedance for digital electronics is high of about 100 megaohm. In analog electronics, the analog instruments have errors. In digital electronics, the digital instruments do not have errors. In today's lecture, we have learned analog signals, analog circuits, need of analog circuits, difference between analog and digital electronics. With this, we are at the end of this lecture. We will meet again in the next lecture. Till then, learn and practice. Thank you and goodbye.